Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be doing my persuasive speech on the subject of whether or not marijuana should be legalized in Florida for medical use. And the question, should medical marijuana be legalized, is one of the hottest topics taking place in Florida. And in my opinion needs to be discussed with an open mind. And although medical marijuana law of Florida is aimed to help sick individuals get better, it is the potential effects, if any, to our communities of it being legalized that is still being questioned. And as citizens of Florida and of this country, it is very important that we are aware of the impact of such a law in our lives and the lives of our children. And our ultimate responsibility is to fairly weigh all factors and choose wisely. Now, I have to ask, are we too focused on the fact or the word that is marijuana? And I think one of the first thoughts that people have when they hear about legalizing marijuana is that we are going to become a nation of drug-induced people. And we will pass that legacy on to our children. I, however, cannot help but ask myself the questions: are we overly focused on the word that is marijuana and the stigma that it carries? And are everyone's concerns justified? And unfortunately, my answer to both of those questions is yes, which only makes matters more confusing, and it still clouds the issue. And so, what if I substitute the word marijuana for something else? Let's say a newly developed wonder drug. Does my concern subside? My answer is yes. My concern does subside, and I also have no concerns. Or maybe it's because I've become immune. When I see thousands of commercials on television about new drugs, new types of liquors, new beers, new types of beers, maybe my less than zealous concern is due to the fact that I'm already familiar with these regulations surrounding these products. I'm also very well aware of the history of the problem stemming from the effects that prescription drugs and alcohol beverages can have on people. And the pros on how marijuana can help the sick. I would like to now discuss how medical marijuana is helping people of all ages, according to doctors from medical and healthcare industry. Medical marijuana is the next big thing because it is very effective in treating life-threatening diseases. And the effects of this plant are almost immediate. One of the most common misconceptions is that the patient will become high, and this is absolutely untrue. If the patient administers the marijuana in the manner prescribed by the doctor, they would not experience a drug-induced high, but rather immediate relief from their illness. So in the respect that this is no different than with any other medications that we take, the benefits of medical marijuana include the treatment of symptoms for major diseases such as cancer, AIDS, epilepsy, glaucoma, and multiple sclerosis. And as well as being an effective painkiller for the symptoms that are either caused by the disease themselves or by the treatments that are used for them. Include loss of appetite, nausea, muscle tension, muscle spasms, tension, insomnia, and pain. Another concern is if medical marijuana is ever legalized, would it be a floodgate opening to a whole new series of crimes and dilemmas? And in an in-depth study conducted by researchers at the University of Texas found no increase in crime rates resulting from legalization of marijuana. Within the study, they analyzed crime rates in all 50 states between the years of 1990 and 2006. And during that time, 11 states legalized medical marijuana. Those states are Alaska, California, Colorado, Hawaii, Maine, Montana, Nevada, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington. And using FBI data, the researchers looked at the rates of murder, rape, assault, robbery, burglary, auto theft, and none of these types of crimes increased in the states that legalized marijuana. And as stated by the author of the study, Robert Morris, an associate professor of criminology, the main finding is that we found no increase in crime rates resulting from medical marijuana legalizations within those years. And in fact, we found some evidence of decreasing rates of some of the types of violent crimes, such as homicide and assault. In closing, I would like to say that this year's 2014 election shows Florida isn't yet ready for the kind of change that legalization of medical marijuana would bring. But not all are really truly educated on the matter. And however, keep in mind, between the years of 2006 and 2010, in just Florida alone, there were a total of 40,970 deaths. Due to consumption of alcohol alone. And as I said, earlier, it is our responsibility to choose wisely. It is our responsibility to choose wisely, but it's also our responsibility to do the proper research so that we are making educated decisions and not making decisions based on fear. Okay? And I want to say thank you guys for listening to my persuasive speech. My name is India James, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you.